Alright, this is everything I used to install the Fire seat insert for your Polaris RZR. I got my Dremel tool, template, scotch tape, the actual inserts, tape measure, a straight edge, Sharpie marker, and an X-Acto knife. Alright, I start by doing these, the two round corners there. Cut them. Do that with the Dremel. And I'm using a tile cutting bit. Any bit that actually has cutting teeth on the sides will work. Then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the Dremel with this saw blade, rotary saw blade, and I'm going to cut out the remainder. Alright, so now we've removed the cutout. The next thing I like to do is I like to take my razor blade and real lightly go through here and start trimming foam out. The reason being is I'm going to go in and clean up all my edges with my Dremel tool, and if you go too deep with the Dremel, it catches in that foam and it gives you a hard time, so I like to clear out a little bit of space before I go and finish my edges with the Dremel tool. Next thing I'm going to do is going to polish everything up here with the Dremel and that same tile cutting bit. Alright, once you've gone and cleaned up all your edges, time to test fit. Got a perfect fit here. Now off to the front. Alright, like the instructions say, you're going to measure an inch down from the seam here, an inch in from the seam here. You're going to make this flap. Don't do what I did the first time and cut all the way across. It still came out fine, but that's not how you're supposed to do it. So make sure you get this flap here. From now, we're going to come here to the seam and we're going to cut a 1/4 inch in to the seam here. Alright, once you've got your 1/4 inch into the seam here, you're going to come straight down the center and cut a line through the foam and remove foam so you can make space for your insert. Alright, next step is I put my rear in, tuck all the foam around it. Front side, I like to leave as much foam as possible in here to make a nice ride. What I do is I tuck it up around the brackets. So, final step here is we're going to put the front side in, and you're going to wedge it in perfect. So once you put your front bezel in, you're still going to have some foam sticking out like I did here. I tuck it up above the bezel, and sometimes I'll use the X-Acto knife actually to actually push it up in there and get it in there. And next thing you'll do is you'll put it together and dry fit it, and then you'll clip it together for the final fit. Alright, last step is to just fit it in, press everything together, lock it up, and we're done. You'll see there's a little gap here. That's how they come. In the future it'd be cool if we could fix that, but anyways, 4 seats done. First seat took me about 4 hours. The rest of the ones took about 45 minutes to an hour apiece.